Hi, friends. I feel like I need to do a little update based on what happened yesterday. And, oh, this is like one of the most difficult things I think about the just practicality of this um, illness. I hate calling it an illness. Like, I hate feeling like I'm sick, like chronic illness. I think I feel like sometimes admitting to that is like admitting to like defeat or like admitting to something that is like not gonna go away. And I don't like that at all. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about my energy a little bit yesterday. I was feeling pretty positive. I was feeling like I was recovering from this last crash that kind of started about three weeks ago now. And so I hadn't been to, I signed up for dance class at the beginning of the year and haven't been able to go. I missed the last like few weeks of dance classes. And I was hoping yesterday to at least go to one of the two classes I've signed up for. The second class is pretty mellow. It's like partner dance and it's very chill. And so I was like, okay, like, I can do that. My energy was pretty good in the morning, considering, and so I was really looking forward to it. And by the afternoon, my energy was just really shitty, and I eventually just had to resign to not go kind of at the last minute. Like, it was so funny. There's part of me that like fully understands how I feel in terms of like I could feel how exhausted and how like drained. And the weird thing was as well was like this was the part that was I think the most challenging. So I have to drive about half an hour to 45 minutes to the next town over to go to this class. And like my mind, I think this is what's really challenging is like my mind went from being kind of like online and like present to like feeling like so stoned and like heavily drugged, even though obviously like I haven't taken any drugs. Don't do drugs. I haven't drank any alcohol for over a month. And I don't even really drink alcohol. I don't really like it so much. I mean, I like, a glass of wine with dinner, but I don't like the effect of alcohol on my body. I don't like feeling drunk. I don't like that. So I've never really been like a drinker. Side side note. Anyway, so I don't do things. I mean, I drink coffee in the morning and black tea. So yeah, caffeine's the only real drug I consume other than ibuprofen once a month. You can imagine what that's all about. Anyway, so this was the crazy thing was I was like decided not to go, and then in the end I ended up having to just drive into the town that I'm near here, which is like a couple kilometers. I'm just outside of the town, and I had to just drive in to go to the grocery store to pick up some things. And so I get in the car and I was like thinking about, I'm like, I should not be driving a vehicle right now. Like, my brain was like, it's so hard to describe. It wasn't even so much brain fog, but it was like my whole soul and spirit has been like hijacked. And I don't know where it is, and I can't get it back. And it's like super disembodied, but this crazy awareness about being disembodied and like nothing I can really effectively do about it. It was just the weirdest fucking thing. But I think the thing that was I wanted to share and the thing that I find the most frustrating is just the lack of being able to plan anything in your life. It's so disempowering. Like I literally live in a society that, especially in North America, like not all of North America, is Mexico's not quite like this everywhere, but Canada and the US, a lot of the Western world is very like orderly plan the way that we do things. You know, people plan way in advance and like, you know, commit to things, and like it's just so isolating in a way. Like just feeling like disappointed and like you're disappointing other people. Like, you know, I've heard other people talk about how they've lost so many relationships and friendships because of the fact that when they make plans, they could be in like a really good place with their health, and then next week all of a sudden they're like in bed. And like even yesterday in the morning, I had like full intentions of going to this class. I was like feeling pretty good in my energy. And by around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, it was like starting to set in. I thought I would just rest by 4:30. I just realized like it just wasn't going to happen, and I was sad about it actually. Like I didn't it probably took another half an hour, 45 minutes for me to admit to reality of what was going on and email my dance instructor to let her know that this is going to be week 3 that I don't show up to my classes. 3 or 4. Can't even remember this time. I feel like, yeah, I think it's week 3. But it's just, it feels so defeating, you know? And it's so frustrating because I can't, like, even I'm thinking about the work that I have been doing, and I haven't been able to work for the last 3 weeks, and that being frustrating. But like the thing that I do for work is like part time and usually on my own time, so I have a lot of flexibility. But even with that, it's like impossible because I can schedule a meeting for tomorrow afternoon and have no idea whether I'm going to be totally present or fucking catatonic. And just that uncertainty is like so impossible to live life in a normal way, in the way that we live in society. Oh, anyway, I just wanted to share that you know, like we have our moments where we feel positive and like things are moving in a healthy direction. And then we also have to surrender to these moments of just like, what the fuck? And it's really challenging to have like hope for the future, for your own future, when it's impossible to make any plans towards that, you know? Like it's impossible to have a goal because like you don't even know whether you're going to be able to take steps towards that goal, even if they're small steps, you know? It's just really frustrating. So anyway, I wanted to share that because the last couple videos that I've been doing, I felt relatively, yeah, like things were improving, and then yesterday was a bit of a surprise. So I just wanted to share that, the ups and downs. And the other thing that I've really been contemplating, and this is really frustrating and difficult, just like certain commitments that I really want to be able to make to others, and just how right now I'm kind of been contemplating just going to somewhere warmer. I know that my health is always better when I am, that's why I lived in the tropics for almost 13 years. My health is always better when I am just in the right environment, and right now I'm not. And it's just been a little bit hard. I wasn't expecting to be here for as long as I've been here. And there's a lot of other kind of complex, you know, familial stuff and practical things and so many things. But I've been grappling a lot with it because of, you know, weighing the limited resources that I have access to, the fact that it's really hard for me to have resources because of the nature of just my energy and being able to work right now. So there's this like balance of like being selfish and feeding my soul and doing the things that I know will probably help me just be more supported and feel better, and just feeling really guilty about those things because on the outside they're going to be judged. Like I know they're going to be judged by other people And I don't know if I can like hold that right now. Like it just feels really um, like vulnerable. And when you feel vulnerable, it's really hard to like hold the insecurity and vulnerability in others, you know, which I feel like it shouldn't be my responsibility, but because of my upbringing, that's how I am wired in a way. So, anyway, it's complex. Um, I just wanted to share that piece around yesterday and energy because, yeah, it's it's really fucking challenging sometimes. And it's so hard because I don't want to disappoint people. I want to be able to show up for people and I want to be able to show up for myself. But this, like, I mean, when people talk about surrender, I see this on the internet all the time and people have no fucking clue what they're talking about. You want to understand surrender, like, have a fucking chronic illness. Because, like, there's nothing else we can do, you know? Anyway, um, I hope you're all well, and signing off for now.